Well, I believe lot 92 is about done, ready for the grading and the tractor work. I came out here today because I know how important the video is, and I spent the last 5 or 6 hours just cleaning it up and tidying it up and cutting it down with a weed eater and trying to get it as nice as a first impression as possible. It's pretty hot out right now. The time is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, hottest point of the day. So this should give you an idea of how much shade you're going to have on this lot, which is pretty neat. So let's take a look at this lot. Yeah, I cut down the front there, looks beautiful. I think this lot's going to be super when it's done. I'm going to try not to keep the camera too shaky here. So this is a corner view of the front. I got to tell you, so much appeal with the trees on this property. See, this tree in front is really special. It's not your typical pine. I don't know what kind of pine that is. There's a pine out west called a juniper pine. It's like a little shrub pine, but that's a rare pine to find. And the cool thing is, I found 2 of those on this property. So it adds a lot of character with this tree there and the pine. The drive goes right through there. I cleaned up down this lot line, both lot lines. If you can just make out, there's a wood stake there. And I pride myself in being able to see from stake to stake. If you look at all the shade, it's pretty amazing. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, this lot is nearly completely covered in shade. I would say at least 75% of this lot is covered in shade. The tree selection is beautiful, everything. And the spot for the RV is right in front. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with the way this lot looks. Trees have a lot to do with it. I showed lot 6 that was done, and I bragged about it online. This is going to be the same. It's going to be one of those amazing lots. So as we're going down the left lot line, you know, the ground's going to have to be graded. With all these little trees back there, what's good is that if you cut them down, they're right at the back of the lot where people normally stack firewood. And there's the 2 markers right there. I cleaned up all the way around the outside. Okay, now I'm going to pivot, see what it looks like from the back. It's beautiful. There's a shot down the right lot line. I'm at the back corner. The stake is right about there. Now I'm going to go to the center because I think that's about where the RV is going to be. And I mean, you can see it's just begging for the pad to go down there. That's the only way to put it. Big, beautiful trees. They're perfect arrangement. Here is the ground looks like right now. This is, it's got to be graded. Definitely has to be graded. But if you just look at that, that's just, I could imagine being on my deck and looking at that. And you know, that pine tree really does a lot. The other pine is right there. But look at the needles on that. It's the same type of pine. I'm glad we didn't cut that down. And that's just inside the lot line. So that's really cool. I think it's going to look really nice. I can't wait for the pad to come in and see what it looks like. The shade is just amazing. It's 2:15. I know the camera shakes. I'm sorry. I need to hire a camera crew. And there's a turnaround. Of course, I cleaned up right so you could see exactly the line goes right there. These two neat trees. I'm seeing a hammock right there. I don't know why. I'm seeing a hammock. All right. Let me go to this corner and see what the visual looks like from here. There's a visual from the far corner. Okay. And the entrance. Really nice. Yeah, that just begs for a driveway. And of course, as you walk out, love those two properties. So nice. Oh, you can't beat it. Clean neighbors, clean, nice, quiet neighbors. You can't beat them. And it downpoured last night. Big rainfall. It thundered, and there's nothing holding on this lot. We have a car coming. So, I think that'll about wrap it up. I think we're ready for the driveway. I think we're ready for it. Have beautiful shade.